This the time you put in. You feel me? I got an hourglass and a watch. Time is everything. I got that tattoo because I feel like if it's one thing you cherish in life, it's time. You feel me? And I got a lighthouse for like better days. So you gotta cherish them better days and you gotta put that time in. You feel me? That's one thing you can't get back. You can't get back your time. You feel me? You don't do nothing but you just age. You get older, you get wiser, but at the end of the day, it's all about the time you put in.
Okay.
What's the next question?
I see you. All right. Baby got hot. Drinking that Jack and ginger. All right. Next question. There's a question I actually get a lot. How is it dating a man in the military? So that's for me. Answer. With his situation isn't, I don't want to say as bad because it's not bad. I mean, all relationships are going to go through its trials and tribulations, depending on your career path, of course. But for him, he's not active duty, so he's not gone as much as I thought you would have been gone. Like when we first started talking, and he told me, I was like, well, you know what you've been up to? Haven't talked to you in a while. And he's like, I'm in Delaware on military orders, and I instantly was like, military? You in the army? Like, like how military are you? And that's a real question. When you're dating somebody in the military, just kind of knowing like, what is it, branches, right, of the military? So like knowing what branch, like he's Air Force, you have, you could tell him what all the branches are. Cause I know it's like Navy, Marines, Air Force, Army, just kind of knowing what branch and then knowing whether or not they're active duty. Because active duty, you can pretty much like, you're gone consistently, right? And then like, you kind of don't have a choice.
You just move around a lot.
You move around a lot.
Consistently. But you just gone. You definitely gonna be moving from state to state a lot.
Yeah, so it's
not overseas.
Yeah, it would have been a lot harder. But again, for him, like your only requirement, so to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is like you going to the base every, once a month for a weekend or twice a weekend a month or something like that, right? Depending on.
Yeah, twice a month or once a month. I usually leave twice a month.
And his base is in Indiana, so if I can go with him, like it's never really an issue. And most times, like when we first started talking, and he was deployed in Delaware, so I could go visit him. It was like, no issue. But when that time comes, and from what you told me, like this deployment stateside, like that was kind of the only assignment. Whereas the next time he's deployed, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be overseas, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so then that's the only.
Yeah, in my career field, it's only one stateside deployment. So he was gone for like 7, close to 8 months.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the other deployments is overseas. Every deployment is overseas. This deployment is different because our job had to deal with overseas, but it was stateside. So.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I haven't really got like the real of it yet, because again, we started talking in the middle of a deployment, and so he probably won't get deployed for another, you say, year or 2.
Yeah, probably like a year or 2.
And when he does, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be overseas. So that will definitely be a little bit harder, because at that point you go from being in a relationship where you're close distance to being in a long distance relationship for half the year, a little bit more. But with you and I, like, honestly, when that time does come, I don't think that that's going to be an issue. Like, we have really good communication. I mean, I probably won't be able to visit you overseas, right?
No, you ain't gonna be able to visit me overseas. Shit, we can barely leave the base.
Yeah.
Shit, we can, but depending on where we at. Like you said, communication with me and you is like, it's pretty big. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it would ever be an issue. I was just in Tennessee. I mean, you was gonna come to the graduation before all this corona shit happened. But I was just in Tennessee taking a class, and we was apart for like, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm. It would have been a little bit over a month had the corona.
It would have been like almost 5 weeks. It would have been 5 weeks, tops. But I got sent home early, whatever. because of this shit. But even while I was out there,
because of COVID-19. Because of this shit.
I'm just saying, motherfuckers quarantine. But even while I was out there, our communication is pretty like legit. So I ain't never have an issue. She didn't have an issue. And I told her, like, you feel me? Even when it get to that point, if I do deploy some, like, I feel like we'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the type of person that I am, like, I have a lot on my schedule as is. Like, again, with us being quarantined right now, my work schedule is a little bit different, but I'm an event planner for a nonprofit, so work is always busy, and then I come home, AJ's always busy. Like, so I think even when he's gone, that time is gonna fly by. And even if it doesn't, like, I'm keeping myself busy, and I think that that's one of the things that advice I would give is, like, just keep yourself enthralled in your own self. Like, just keep yourself busy, do your own stuff, take it as an opportunity to, you know, work on stuff that you probably wouldn't have worked on before, do a new project. I don't know. It'll be a lot of stuff with my business that I think I would, like, plan ahead for, because he's not here. So outside of me getting AJ ready for bed, I'm probably not doing much, or, you know, hanging out with friends a little more.
In the gym.
You might have to pull my car like that.
I pull your car. I'll make sure you be in the gym.
He does. I'll never get fat being with this man.
I'll make sure you stay in the gym. Be in the gym.
So yeah, stuff like that. So okay, next question. I just saw it on here. Do you guys want more kids? No. The way these two set up.
No.
AJ entering terrible twos and JoJo thinking he about 30 something.
AJ a little worse. I don't know. What you think? Yo,
it's like they're two different worse. Like AJ like will drain all of your energy.
JoJo will just test you.
JoJo will test you and be like, God, I'll knock you out. Like JoJo will make you want to fight. Like JoJo will pull your card.
Yeah.
And then stand 10 toes down like, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
His age just try to get away with shit. That's it. They think they know the ropes. They think they smarter than you at one point because they're kids. And then they don't know that we smarter than them.
But I do want more kids. Do you want more kids?
I do.
On three, we gonna say how many? On three, okay?
A maximum?
Like how many more kids? Okay? On three. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 2.
1 to 2.
Okay. I feel like the kid that we have together, that's gonna determine if we're gonna put in work for another one. Like,
that's true.
Okay, on 3, boy or girl?
No.
Yeah.
But
on
that
3?
ain't never been like something I thought about. Like,
so you don't think?
No, like when I had JoJo, like I was like, damn, I probably have a girl. But that's just,
I mean, I thought I was gonna have a boy.
That's true.
So what, do you want a girl or do you want another boy?
I mean, I would prefer another boy, but
I want a boy.
I don't think I could breed girls. I don't know.
You only got one kid. How do you know that?
Shit, that was
Boy.
If I had a girl, I think that'll humble me a little more. You feel me?
I mean, but you're really...
Ain't nothing wrong. I feel like that'll be
You're
like...
humble already.
I am humble, but I think that'll like... It'll change me.
Yeah.
AJ might do that for me. It'll probably be different because she's a girl and I just learned to like give her a lot of attention that she deserves. And even with you, like, even when I know she doing wrong, like, I'll be like, who did it? You feel me?
You do.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to discipline her. He be, come here. Who did it? She mommy.
Yeah, she be pointing at your ass like, mommy did it.
No, that is true.
You know, she had her days with me too. I just make her sit on the couch, watch TV, and be
sit down.
Cause she be bothering her mama.
She listens to him more than she listens to me. Like, anything I tell her, it's a punishment. If she fall out, she crying. He tell her sit down, shit. And then go sit down.
Yeah, she
with no problem.
Like she'll be.
He'd be like, go back to sleep. She'd go to sleep. Who's your parent here?
That'd be the funniest one because, like, she'll be asleep in the room, and if I walk in and she wake up and look at me, I'll be like, lay down, go to sleep. She'll lay her head back down, go to sleep. But kind of not really want to, but she'll do it.
She'll be like,
But if Ashley walked in, she teed up. She instantly. Maybe it's a man thing. I don't know, man. I ain't never had a daughter. I always had a son. So the experience with AJ has been I like it. It ain't like a bad thing at all. I like her a lot.
I like her. She alright.
She cool with me. I might get on her nerves sometimes, but shit, she like, I feel like she respect me and she know who I am. So it's
and
not
you
like,
got it good because she's
like when she
very
see
young.
me, she see it. Good morning, see it. You feel me?
You definitely got it good because again she's young, so it's gonna be a lot easier for her to adapt to you. Where JoJo like.
Yeah, JoJo older, so
JoJo look me up and down like, who is you?
He might look at her and be like, what? Like,
my daddy ain't say that.
I have to let him know, like, hey, this is what's going on. You feel me? So he a little older. He try to act like he know everything a lot, but you know, it just take a little. You feel me? Time management, time, patience.
You just gotta gain that respect with kids, especially his age. I mean, and he's still fairly young, so it's like it's a little better. But
he know what's up, but kids don't be kids. You feel me? I did the same. A lot of things he do, I be like, damn boy, you just like me. You feel me?
I look at him like that's how I was with my stepdad, with Tracy. Like, and Tracy came into my life when I was like 11. So not too much younger than JoJo. I had a relationship with my dad. I knew who my dad was. Go to my dad on the weekends and shit. So I'm like, you ain't my daddy. Like, I'm not listening to you, sir. But just over the years, honestly, it took a couple years. It took a couple years for me to like really gain that respect for him and like willingly listen to what he's telling me and knowing that this person actually cares about me. But yeah. But yeah. Cool. All right, next question. How did you know he was for you and vice versa? How did you know I was for you? So I want to start something that he did for AJ, my daughter, that I knew he was for me. We had like, I don't know, like a month of her being sick on and off. Like she had this really bad cough for the longest, and she would just wake up in the middle of the night like coughing. And one night, and I had taken off days at work, and mind you, I had just started this job, so I wasn't honestly supposed to be taking off work. But stuff was happening with her dad, and he just was being a dick. He didn't want to stay home with her. And so I remember the one night she woke up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm out here, and I guess when I got up and when I got her, I think he could tell, like, I was just frustrated. And I honestly think he just woke up and came out because he was concerned, like, is she okay? Like, she's coughing, like, damn near can't breathe. And I'm sitting there, like, I might have to take her to the ER. And I'm just, like, flustered in my face. And I think I even texted her dad, like, hey, could you stay home with her? And I'm sure I got the answer no. And he just sat down next to me and was like, like, what can I do? How can I help you? Like, I'll stay home from work to stay with her so that you don't have to call off. And that right there just made me like that much more into it with him. Cause I'm like, not only are you doing stuff for me that's helping me out, like you're taking time out of your work day, out of your pay schedule to stay home with my daughter, which that's not at all your responsibility, but you're showing me what.
Shit, I still got paid.
But still, like, you didn't have
to
to stay home with her, and I greatly appreciated that at that time, because he had known I had taken a couple of days off already, and this is a new job. I'm like, I can't keep taking off, but my daughter is sick, so what am I supposed to do? He's like, not a problem, I'll stay home with her. You go to work, I'll take care of it, and that sealed it again for me. Like, this man really cares about me and my child. And being a package deal, as you know, coming into a relationship, like, that's important. That's very important. And stuff like that, I'm just like, that's it for me.
For me.
How about you?
Okay, well, for me, how I knew you was for me, it was more like, okay, when I came to see you out in DC, I was just like, okay. Like, I'd have known you a long time before that, and I used to always, like, check in with you, like, on some real cool shit. Like, I had drove out there. She had actually let me come into her, you feel me, her family home and shit like that. So, just being, because I'm real family oriented, like she said, But when you let me come around your family and kick it with y'all, you feel me, and parlay with y'all, it was a little different for me. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, you feel me? I felt that just on my type level. I felt that like me and her was on the same time. Even being here for me, you feel me, me and my son, she even like now quarantine, I still gotta work because I work at the university. So I still gotta work. I go to work. Sometimes she working from home, her job, everything, they working from home. So she'd stay here with JoJo, shit like that. She'd be here, you feel me, managing 2 kids, and it's different because AJ almost 2, JoJo just turned 9. So it's different, you feel me? Just her doing that made me realize she was the one for me. The way she moved made me realize she was the one for me. The way she carried herself, she all about her business. She doing shit outside the work that let me know that she going to get it any way possible. You feel me? She making all type of moves. So that shit right there just let me know, like military is my part-time job, but that's my career. You feel me? The UIC, that's my full-time job, but you feel me? I'm making good money there, she making good money. It's like, I don't care what nobody say. You could stick next to a motherfucker financially, no matter the circumstance, but when you see, when both of y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing, that's never an issue. You feel me? That's never a question. That's never, you feel me? I ain't never got no issues there. And you feel me? Not saying if she wasn't doing her thing, but everybody, it's 2020. You gotta fuck with somebody that's on their shit. You can't be fucking with motherfuckers that ain't got shit to lose. That shit is a dud. Like, hey, I'm gonna take care of you regardless. But if I know you don't really need me, then that's a bonus. You feel me? That's just a plus. So I know she don't really need me. So that's the main thing. You feel me? You might fuck with a motherfucker in your past that felt like that you really, you feel me, you molded them and they needed you.
Take care of them.
You had to take care of them.
Fill out job applications for them.
You ain't have to do all that. I ain't had to do all that in this relationship. Even while I was gone, cause when I left for my deployment, I put all my shit in storage. I wasn't finna pay rent for 6 months and I ain't there, you feel me? So put all my shit in storage, and she went to visit like 1 or 2 apartments for me, you feel me, while I was gone. She went to go visit the apartments for me. I knew she was for me, it was easy. Even my guys told me. I listened to my brothers too, you feel me? They told me, hey, Cal, like, hey, you would be a fool.
I was about to say, you'll be a fool.
Oh, bro.
I don't know how many times I heard Calvin say that.
Hey. My brothers know, you feel me? I always take their word on everything, Sean and Keith. I had to get word from everybody for me to know I ain't tweaking on shorty, you feel me? It made me feel some type of way. I'm like, okay, she a real one, that's what's up, you feel me? So, and it's like, I'm the type of person, I observe a lot of shit. So, like, it's like, I'm not saying it's all about what you do for me. I just observe on how you move and the way you move. So, and she was moving, she was real consistent with me. So I seen that, and I even let her know that. I'm like, damn, you been real consistent.
You did say that. You like, it's a couple times. You like, you're being real consistent. I'm just like, am I not supposed to be?
Was doing a lot of that for me, so I had appreciated that out of her for one. And I know it was just more like, okay, damn, if she could do that for me, you feel me? There's somebody I could really rock with. She seemed like she had all her shit in order. She had her shit together. She was hitting every box, you feel me? She was checking off every box, like she said, so.
So those are all the questions we had for today. There was a couple questions that I didn't get to answer. We didn't get to answer, and then some that came in after we started the video.
They kind of correlated with other questions.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can zoom stuff like this. If you guys like it, comment, let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And honestly, I want to get, like, other couples' responses to it. Like, look at it. Look at some of the questions. Do a live or record another video or respond, comment, something. Like, we want some, like, this wasn't just for y'all to stare at us and look at it.
all the questions we asked, just either write them down so y'all can do it too. That'll probably be the best way to go about it. Every time we ask a question, me or her, just write it down. Y'all show y'all.
Yeah, and then if we answer your question, just you know, respond again or comment and how you feel about it or your input on it. Guys, girls, everybody, we want like both sides of each response. So it'll be fun. Moral of the story, I love you.
You too, man.
If they ain't with us, we gone. Thank you.
That's it.
That's it. Cut.